All right, here we are. For the next few problems, we're going to be assuming that there's not a k value, that it hasn't been shifted up or down, but assuming that that is 0. And so keep that in mind as we go forward, because the next few problems you won't see k, but don't want you to be too surprised by that. You could still move your graph up or down using that k value, but for the next few, we're going to assume that it's 0. So if an exponential function has f of 0 equals 3 and f of 2 equals 12, find f of negative 2. And so let's start just with that general form, again, assuming that it's not been shifted left or right. And so actually I talked about just k, but assume that there is no h value either. We're just assuming that it's an h and k value of 0. So we have y equals a times b to the x power. And from here, we want to be able to pull out that we're saying that our x value of one point is 0, and the y value is 3. The other point is going to be an x value of 2, output a y value of 12. And then we're looking for what output do we get when we have negative 2 as our x value. Okay, so to start out, we're going to plug in 0 and 3 into our graph and see what we get. So, or into our function and see what we get. So we have 3 equals a times b to the 0 power. And this is going to be really helpful because we know that b to the 0 power, or anything to the 0 power, is 1. And so we have 3 equals, well, what's 1 times a? It's just a. So now we can use that, kind of plugging that back into another empty or generic equation. So y equals 3, we know that's what a is going to be, times b to the x. And now we'll replace b and x again with our next x and y values. So 12 equals 3 times b to the, what was it, to the second power. Okay, divide both sides by 3. We have 4 equals b squared. So b equals 2. I suppose technically we might be thinking, hey, it could be positive or negative 2. I realize that the negative would be kind of in negative time, and time is going to be generally moving forward if we kind of think of what these graphs typically represent. So that all being said, our final equation is y equals 3 times 2 to the x power. And then yeah, well, actually, we'll leave it there. All right. Hope that helped.